This is SMG4, and this is SMG4 2. Let's have a chat. On October 29th, SMG4 announced its disheartening end, with many fans who were practically raised on SMG content grieving the loss of a beloved part of YouTube history. But with this immense sadness also came an abrupt sense of confusion amongst SMG4's fanbase. With the channel ending, what would happen in the remaining SMG4 videos that were announced leading up to the final SMG movie? What plan would SMG4 have for potentially continuing on their legacy in a new way after the channel's big conclusion? And to start finding the answers to these questions, we have to go back 2 years to 2023. You see, up until this point, SMG4 have planted many different Easter eggs within its videos that set up huge reveals happening later on in future videos. But something about the Easter egg they introduced on July 29th seemed different. In SMG4, the new castle, there was a door briefly shown on screen that no one was able to open. Whatever was behind the door was never revealed throughout the video's entirety, and even fast forwarding through future videos, there would be no further mention or callback to this strange door. While other Easter eggs in previous videos were typically readdressed later on, leaving fans of SMG4 with a satisfying conclusion, time continued to pass without even a reference to what this specific Easter egg was meant to mean. It was almost like it never existed. And with the mystery behind this door remaining unanswered, the word choice used in the SMG4 retirement video started to make a bit more sense. How we were told that there would be a proper conclusion to the channel in their final film project that was meant to slowly build hype until its big release on December 27th. With the mystery behind this door from over 2 years ago being the biggest in the channel's history, it's only fitting that we would finally see the truth behind it unfold in the SMG4 movie. And with it, the truth behind the channel's continuation as well. You see, while the retirement video announced the conclusion of the channel's entirety, many SMG4 fans look to a similar YouTube legend of the past for more potential answers. Game theory. A channel with an equally devastating retirement video being released by the head of the channel, MatPat, back in 2024. But with that retirement announcement came the rise of a new era for the channel. A system that would allow for the continuation of Game Theory's content through a new channel host. And while the videos produced on the channel from that point onwards were by no means as impactful to the audience as the ones made during Game Theory's prime, they still allowed the opportunity for longtime fans to have a somewhat similar ongoing experience to what brought them joy earlier on. While there was no mention of SMG4 making a similar move to rebrand after its final movie release, the theory, no pun intended, still existed that they could still decide to pass on the torch to a new channel host later on who could keep part of the SMG4 spirit alive for die-hard fans looking for more content. And while this style of rebranding exists as more of an uncertain possibility, there was another alternative starting to emerge following SMG's retirement after all. And this time, it all started with what fueled SMG4 in the first place, the fan base. It was the same people who supported SMG4 through its heyday that went on to create what was said to be the next generation of content. It's safe to say that in the past, these sorts of copycat channels typically had a negative reputation, with viewers easily able to see through the blatant thievery and unoriginal slop every time. But with the current situation SMG4 fans found themselves in, with their beloved channel coming to an end, these sorts of newly emerging copycats were seen as a savior. One such example of this new age of SMG4 content can be found on the SMG2 channel, a rebranded version of the original SMG4 style formula that's sole purpose was recapturing the magic of the old videos, with the audience showing a strong appreciation for what this creator was attempting to do for longtime fans of SMG4. This isn't a ripoff, this is a legacy carried on. Considering SMG4 ends on December 27th, this will be our new SMG4. Welcome SMG2, which showed how there was still a portion of the SMG4 audience eager for a continuation of SMG style content in one form or another. And with demand came more supply. Channels such as SMGF and Macroma had both announced their vision for a new era of SMG content as well, which in part was already teased with shorter animations that have recently been made public. And with more positive audience encouragement and reception to these new SMG4 inspired projects, it's safe to say that in one form or another, the spirit of the SMG4 channel will continue to live on long past the channel's end.